I very quickly realised Skylar...
Skylar, I want you to finish eating.
...controls everybody in the household. Mum allows Skylar to run rings around her.
Skylar. Are you hiding?
So, Frank, do you get much time with Mummy and Daddy to do things?
Not really.
No?
Pick the pillows up off the floor.
No.
Don't tell me no. Pick them up, please.
No.
Pick them up. Do you want a timeout?
No.
Pick them up, please. Pick the pillows up.
No.
You're gonna go on timeout.
No.
Yes.
No. I want to.
Yes, you do.
No.
Skylar was having a tantrum, plain and simple.
Are you gonna pick them up?
No. No.
You can sit there.
My sister is not being a good girl.
After being told for the 4th time, she was sent to the naughty chair, which I was pleased to see, but it wasn't being used correctly because Mum never walks away, and that just adds fuel to the fire.
Get off of me!
What a battle. I mean, it's just absolutely crazy.
Stop it. Sit down.
It was absolutely ridiculous. Skylar hit her mum, and Mum hit her back.
Hey! You don't care! I just feel like I'm gonna battle her forever and she's never gonna quit. I usually let her off.
Let go!
No.
Does she always hit, pull your hair and kick
When
and
she's
fight?
spazzing, yeah.
Frank had removed himself, desperately trying to find solitude and really being robbed of any of attention. Do you like listening to that, though? So what was achieved in all of this today?
Nothing.
Does that make you feel as a parent?
Sucks. It's like I know that she wins every time. Because I don't know what works. I've tried so many different things, but none of them work. It's like, is it worth fighting for 2-3 hours? Maybe I'm just not strong enough to do it.
It ended with Danielle desperately needing this hug from Skylar and Skylar desperate to be held as well. But nothing actually got solved.
Hey, Sky.
When Dad came home, it gave me a chance to see how he interacts with his children.
Hey, Sky. She could do no wrong. It's just Daddy's little girl. She's just precious. Everything she does is cute. Hey, Frank. He's always the last one to come greet me if I even get one. Am I interrupting you? First, I want a hello.
Is there much interaction with you and Frank? Do you spend much time doing things in the house?
Watch your mouth.
All right, on time.
No, not right now. We don't really interact probably as like a father-son should. Or what are you doing to the couch, Frank? Like I have nothing in common with my son at some point.
Is that how you feel sometimes?
Sure. He really, once again, one-word answers. Never really ever have a conversation with him. Come on, hurry up. I need all those bikes put in the shed for me, buddy.
It became very clear to me that Frank was a lot tougher on his son than he was on his daughter.
I just need it in there, whatever you got to do. Oh, my little helper. Thank you, sweetheart.
Later on in the afternoon, Mum and Dad had organised a barbecue and their friends and family came round.
Can I get a hug?
You say hello, Sky?
Skylar refused to say hello to anybody.
Skylar, come say hello to Sharon, please.
Frank, did you say hi, too?
Frank didn't bother to have any manners. And
You don't need to be playing video games, Frank.
When we have a family member or a friend walk in the door, I feel it's just common courtesy to have everyone greet who's coming in.
It's not very nice. Everybody came over to your house and you're not even saying hello. Skylar, I want you to go sit with the kids, baby. Here, I'll give them.
It's always a fiesta.
No, it's done. No, it's done.
once the barbecue started, the children's behaviour started to decline.
Come on, Frank. Patrick, come say goodbye to everybody. Say goodbye.
No.
Just a hug. You don't have to kiss me.
Just give her a hug.
How about 5?
I don't want a hug.
My kids just have the worst manners.
Danielle and Frank were really embarrassed by their children's lack of manners.
Why does anyone want to come to the house and see you if you're not going to say hello and goodbye?
But they do have really high standards and expectations of their children. They expect them to hug and kiss on demand.
Give him a big hug. Aww.
I feel confident about the issues that the Minyon family need to address, and I can't wait to get started. When I first meet a family, I go in and I watch the dynamics between the parents and the children.
Stop it.
I then approach both parents and we discuss the issues that I think need to be addressed Danielle and Frank, I've seen more than enough today, so why don't we go through to the dining area and have a talk?
Great. I'm nervous what Joe's going to say to us at the family meeting. I'm sure Joe has a few things that she's seen that aren't correct.
You two are a beautiful, young family, and you should both be very proud as parents.
We are.
But let's start with the mornings. I mean, why bother waking up? 8 years old, and Frank is being dressed. I mean, that's ridiculous. You then go into Skylar. Why do you allow your 4-year-old daughter to power struggle with the pair of you?
She's the baby of the house, and I guess we kind of just let it get away.
I mean, Danielle, it was horrifying. Skylar lost her temper and punched and kicked you and bit you and pulled your hair so hard that you smacked her and shouted at her and you lost control. It's absolutely madness.
I just don't know how to stop her.
We're not just talking about Skylar here. Skylar's got a brother, Frank. Where is Frank in this equation? Frank's gone. Frank just doesn't want to hear the screaming, takes himself off, and Frank is really into his computer game because that gives him attention because he's not getting it from his parents. Emotionally, you're in a desperate situation because so much time is being devoted to Skylar. He needs your attention. He needs your encouragement and your support.
I feel he just needs to be stronger.
You mean take your flak?
To me, boys just seem to be raised different.
You're basically saying that you don't treat your children equally.
She gets on me about it. It's just how it is.
We have to change it.
Let's talk about the social skills with Skylar and Frank. You expect your children to be intimate with people when they don't want to be.
I would like to just see a hello, handshake, hi, acknowledgement.
But you don't set the examples in your own home. Frank, he doesn't do it with his own father. How can you expect him to develop his social skills when he doesn't even do it with you? The pair of you love your kids, but what you have to be is realistic with your expectations.
Joe told us that we completely lost our power to a 4-year-old little girl, and that our son sits on the back burner because all of our attention is focused on our daughter.
So, with a lot of determination, some hard work, let's change the power shift. You guys up for that?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, let's get cracking.
Coming up on SuperNanny. When Joe lays down the law, Skylar goes on the run. When SuperNanny returns.